Welcome to a very relaxed start to episode 46, but somebody has been relaxing enough. You know what's also relaxing? Driving without moving your head too much, because that is way too exhausting. He's rightfully pissed. Using your eyes is essential for driving, and when you don't do that, people f***ing die. Sometimes checking your shoulder is barely possible, like with this van with enclosed side panels, but in such a case, common sense should take over and you should change lanes very slowly and carefully. But what am I saying? Drivers and common sense in a rosy red marshmallow world, maybe? I myself have been driving such vans for almost 10 years. It's absolutely essential to use them in a more careful way due to bad overview. Lane changes must be slower than with regular cars, but
Alter, Junge.
Nobody has told him yet. Two trucks in a row. Remember, trucks are only allowed to go 60 kph on regular roads in Germany. So we are already driving faster than allowed, but impatience seems to beat common sense in every possible situation. The idiocy of this guy is unbelievable. With a 40-ton truck, he's racing into a completely blind corner. If anybody would have been approaching, the least what would have happened would have been absolute chaos. And the worst would have been several dead people due to a 40 tons heavy cruise missile approaching vehicles on the other lane completely unprepared. Such motherfuckers are dragging down all the other truck drivers who might actually act professionally. And switching from drivers who may kill others to those who might kill themselves at some point.
Du hast nie im Leben geguckt, du ey.
Isn't it annoying the living crap out of you when some idiot is breaking you down without need? The joy. This situation would have been a lot less complicated if the Benz was looking for that mirror to that left wall. But Steve clears this situation in his own style. To the right, there is a pedestrian at the light. He is walking it even when it's already red again, since now. We got no sound, but I assume our man is honking at him for the red light, so why is the pedestrian arguing? I haven't been there, but it's quite possible that even though this light has turned red, this one is still green and the pedestrian keeps rightfully walking. It is a way of controlling the lights to prevent people from walking onto this central area too late for making the whole crossing, but leaving the outer lights green for longer to let them leave this central spot once they are there, because it's not a desirable thing to be standing there when cars around start running again, especially when being on a bike, which barely fits on the little island. Watch your V8, buddy! Roundabouts should be easy to handle for Europeans, but I guess we are believing too much in people here. This roundabout here seems to have caused several bad crashes, and one of them was a killed rider, shown by this ghost bike. And so the officials decided to redesign the roundabout. And in the face of it being worked on... Oh shoot! A red light! So, it's time for a proper dose of ignorance and selfishness. We are turning into a residential area with small roads and lots of parking cars, which are counted as obstacles. Since we have those obstacles on our side, we need to let oncoming traffic pass. This gap here would be possible to take, but still a bit tight, so our man would like to take that big gap over here.
Lässt mich halt da rein. Was ist das denn?
You know, the easy thing would be if the other car just moved back a little bit. Both could pass without issues and the day is safe. But no, in Germany, not the easiest solution is the most desirable, but only the one which proves that you are right. So that woman needs to tell us how bad we are.
Sie nehmen meine Vorfahrt und dann mucken Sie sich noch so auf?
Ich hätte doch da reinfahren können.
Ja, trotzdem, aber Sie hätten noch dort stehen bleiben
Auf der
können.
Straße?
Und dann fahren
Auf
Sie
der
noch auf mich
Straße?
zu? Spinnen
Ich
Sie?
hätte-
Geht's noch?
Also ich,
Ah, lustig.
So, Karen demands we give her right of way. I wonder how she would know that we even had a possibility to give her right of way before this gap here. She certainly couldn't look around the corner. Does she expect us to go all the way back around this corner for making space for her, instead of just braking 2 seconds earlier and giving us a way to make space by turning into this gap here? This is one of such cases that nobody needs. Things could be so simple, but as I said, to many people it's more important to be right than having a stress-free life. So we are approaching an acceleration lane to a highway. I don't know what this guy's doing here. Ah, Christian again. So let's have him being passed way too closely. Funny enough, I got a similar situation with the same Mercedes model, just at night and with way higher speeds. He could have been going on the other lane to give more space, but why would he? He's a taxi driver, and as we all know, they are perfect drivers and never cause any accidents. So I don't have a reason to worry, do I?
Alter, was machst denn du da?
In this clip, an award is granted. The award for the fewest shits given. It almost seems like this guy was intentionally braking in front of our man just for the giggles. I would certainly be pissed, but our camera driver stays perfectly calm. Seems like he remembered to take just the right pills before going on a drive. It doesn't always need oblivious drivers to mess things up. The red car over there belongs to the guy reporting this, and here comes today's villain. You gotta love getting to your car after work and finding 4,000 bucks of damage. We are standing at a red light and start driving pretty normal as it gets green. But normal is not acceptable to some people.
Beide den Schuss nicht gehört.
Hell back there, guys! Risking your license has certainly come with a major time saving. A sharp turn, converted to one lane due to roadworks, and the traffic light not feeling so good. Well, he can only try to go then, but immediately spoiled. Well then, second try, Come on, now! Damn it! What about now? F my life. Now Eric doesn't really dare to go anymore, which is a good decision. Okay, now is the time, and after more than 2 minutes, he can finally pass this bit of road from hell. Just to meet the driver from driver from England.
Was zur Hölle?
We are driving with the Abyss. Why the name? Possibly because of the Abyss right at the windshield of a truck where whole cars disappear in. Anyway, he's at a red light and hears sirens from behind, so he does what everybody has to do, carefully move into the intersection to make space for the ambulance. I hope you had another good 10 minutes, and if you want to have many more good minutes, check out more of our videos, made with love. And drugs. See ya!